all giggity, and we're back again. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but it went down at Walmart, y'all. It was this dude running up on a sister. They say it was over a parking spot. They got a video about it. He wouldn't stop. She had that thing, and it went real left. I'm going to come back. You know, I got the video. I got the news clips. I got the people talking. I'm Jay Lava. I scour the internet so you don't have to. So we're going to cover it all. Let me go ahead and play this little music real quick, and we're going to get right into it. Yeah. You know what? I'm not even going to play the second one. I'm going to just get right all up into it because I was waiting for the notifications to come on, but I don't know if they're going to come on or not. But let's go ahead and get into it, and just so we can get abreast to the situation of what's going down. But right away, though.
News of the Supreme
Right tonight. Something I want to mention. I'm also going to go over how the media is trying to spin this and how they automatically, first of all, they automatically made it racial. Second of all, they already catering towards the assailant, who unfortunately is the victim because they met their untimely unaliving, right? But here, check this out. Look how they even say how self-defense. Look how and they get the black dude to say it. Why didn't the white girl right there in the chair say what he about to say?
The woman accused of shooting him claims that she fired in self-defense.
She claimed that she fired in self-defense. It sounds so I don't even know the word for that, like untrustworthy, like questionable or something of the sort. I just don't like the way how they set that up from the beginning, but go on.
Local 10's Rochelo spoke exclusively to the victim's daughter. He's live down in North Lauderdale with what the video shows. Rush.
So you just mentioned this, and this is important. This woman is claiming self-defense. She'll have to argue that she had a fear, an imminent fear for her life. Well,
who is you? Is that the opening statements for the defense, for the prosecution? Like, I don't, is this a news story? Or is y'all putting old girl on trial already? I don't like the way it's going down from the beginning. But go on.
Tonight, we have the video, and you'll see it for yourself. And what we also have tonight are the words of the victim's daughter.
What about the woman that was getting stalked? We don't got no words from her family or nothing? Glad she okay, everything all right? I just hate the way they going, what path they going down already with this.
And you'll see how heartbroken she is. The backstory on this case: she was estranged from her dad for many years. Recently, they were trying to rebuild their lives.
So immediately go into trying to humanize the guy that was the aggressor, who unfortunately passed away because he tried to bully up on some black women for a parking spot. Y'all see what they doing right off the top?
When he lost his life. We're going to start this with the video. The victim with the gray shirt. The woman with a gun. There is a standoff, and then the shooting. You can hear it.
He was a good man.
The waterworks.
A daughter in tears. Amanda lost her 62-year-old father, Bart, shot in the stomach in a Walmart parking lot in North Lauderdale.
I just don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot.
Cops say an adult female and the victim were involved in a verbal altercation over a parking space in the Walmart parking lot prior to the shooting.
I don't like to deal with death and like talk about it at all. That's why I was very hesitant to do this interview.
But you did it though. You took time out of grieving to make sure you do it though. Go ahead.
But you are doing it. Why do you want to speak about your dad?
Because I want my dad to be remembered for who he was and not who the media is portraying him to be.
The media is not portraying your dad to be any type of way, sweetie. The media is coddling your dad's testicles. The media is trying to paint this black woman as the demon devil. What are you talking about, sweetie? Condolences to your pops and all, but this is another tragic story, just like your boy Austin. Just like your boy Austin that should have kept his hands to himself. This is what happened. Y'all must think this 2026, fam, it's not popping like y'all think it's popping no more. Cuz thought it was sweet.
According to investigators, the shooter, the adult female, remained on scene, cooperated with detectives, and she told them the shooting was in self-defense.
Stayed there on the scene, didn't run. Put the blicky on the top of the car. Chilled out, like, what up? Yeah, I did that. She wasn't running nowhere.
He loved his country. He loved his country.
Bart served in the military. There are no charges in this case at this point. Amanda says she was estranged from her dad for many.
See, that's a dog whistle. I want y'all to know what a dog whistle is when you hear it. He's a military. He's a veteran. He's a military. He's a veteran. You guys got to do something because y'all know they haven't charged her yet, right? And rightfully so. Because if it was the other way around, he wouldn't be getting charged. The people had to go out in the street and protest and all of that for it to be charged, but they don't have to do that. This is what you call a dog whistle. They keep sick. This is why they humanizing him in this story. They're not bringing up his aggression. They showed a little bit. They come on now. Come on, man. It's blatantly apparent. It's blatantly apparent.
Many years. But recently they were working on repairing their relationship. And just like that, a life lost. And throughout the interview, you can see the pain on her face.
Is the reporter about to cry? How many stories do you do like this, bro? You just so broken up over this one all of a sudden? This is how it starts, man, from the media on down, how they crucify and fry black people in the area of public opinion with these hit pieces. This is a hit piece about this woman. Now, you know everything about him, his estranged daughter. He ain't even been up with her, left her. This is another a single mother household that he contributed to when they always talking about black fathers ain't around. He wasn't around, but they sure wouldn't found this daughter to tell about the dad she don't even know and cry a little bit. Come on, man. Come on with that. Come on, fam. Y'all got to stop that. You got to stop it. That's 3 things I just learned from this interview real quick. She don't even know her dad. Estranged means they ain't been around. They ain't been twisting. They ain't been talking. They literally went to the phone book directory to find her. They seeked her. They probably was lurking around the morgue for somebody to come identify the body or something. Like some ambulance chasers. To sot her up there and talk about a dad she don't even know. And look, this is no disparage to the dude. You know what I'm saying? This is no disparage to the man. It's the propaganda in the media, how all of a sudden this black woman protecting herself is now all of a sudden they're trying to paint this villainistic story for this little innocent little veteran. But as we see, it was not the case. There's more.
He moved down here 3 years ago with the intentions on rebuilding the relationship.
And during the time we spoke with Amanda, the daughter, she kept repeating to me, over a parking spot, over a parking spot.
Well, it wasn't over a parking. See how they trying to, that's news is, this is mainstream media's, that's their game of propaganda. They trying to push this narrative on you. Oh, it's not over a parking spot. It's not over a parking spot. He was aggressively coming at her, and in Florida, which is a stand your ground state, you have no duty to retreat. And why do you think you can run up on somebody with the blicky out? Like was he trying to go out in the blaze of glory? What's up with your mans? Somebody got the blicky out, and I'm not running up on him. But see, that's the disdain and the disrespect that he had for a black woman. And we already know they like soft targets. We already know. He thought she wasn't going. He thought she wasn't going to blow it. That's what he thought. He thought he was a vet. Oh, I'm a Green Beret. I can disarm her. He tried to do one of them internet joints. You know, you know them. Y'all remember them old internet little reels where dude be doing like the little take the gun from somebody and end up in heaven? Unfortunately, that's what he did. He was finna run up and do the self-defense, take the gun joint. And unfortunately, he woke up in heaven like, damn, it didn't work. Unfortunately. But this news is killing me though. The way this news, the way the news is pouring on the violin sauce. Yeah. Basically, she assaulted him and she ended the threat. That's how you're supposed to do it. What he was supposed to wait for him to pounce on her first? That's what I don't get. And I'm gonna tell y'all before we go on, since I done the collection, since I done scoured the internet and grabbed the opinions of the people and all of this, that, and third, it's getting kind of weird. There's a weird dynamic in this too. It's a weird dynamic between the dominant society, black women, and men. I mean, you know, white women is saying men too, but the black women are almost kind of like using it. The ones that stir up that gender war type of thing, they're using it right now to serve as some sort of kind of warning to black men. Like, see, women is getting empowered now. We'll shoot y'all now. I didn't see a bunch of that weird shit. But hold on real quick. Let me let him go ahead and cook out, because I got, man, the family's on fire.
Nobody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot. I want to mention this again. No charges at this point. The investigation is ongoing.
See, that's what you call a dog whistle. No charges at this point. But the investigation is ongoing. This is media's cry out to say, and this is how it gets racialized too. This is how it gets racialized, because we know they wouldn't have this same energy if the roles was reversed. If the roles were reversed and it was the older white guy, older, and she could have been a veteran too. That would have been more of a field day. She was a trained, skilled assassin. She was a veteran private. But if she was a veteran and he was the old dude over the parking side, same scenario, and she got aggressive and started coming towards him with the blicky out, the news media would not be doing that. They would not be doing that. They would not be doing that. Nope. Nope. It would have been, well, he had a right to stand his ground. You know, Bone Quisha was
aggressive, and you got to put him down, I hope he had 357 caliber because, those Bonquishas are pretty tough. And he was probably scared for his life. He had scoliosis and osteoporosis and, had very brittle bones, and she could have pushed him and broke his hip, Man, I could have heard. They wouldn't have been talking like they talking now. My man was up there pouting like, if you guys don't get any charges, man, look at him. He got his hands on his hips. Look at him. He got his hands on his hips and his eyes closed. If you get any charges, man, this is ridiculous, man. Hold on. Let me go back to guys. Look at his pout and his plea.
The relationship.
And during the time we spoke with Amanda.
Now I got a frog in my throat. And during the time. Boy, man, if he ain't landed on super extra thick. And during the time.
Relationship.
And during the time we
I'm all choked up. Boy, you do news stories every day, cuz. You see killings, shootings, all of that, all the time. Come on, fam. Now I'm all choked up about this veteran man that I don't know and his daughter doesn't know either. Like, stop it, dude. Look, he's got his hands on his hips. I can't take this anymore. What?
Spoke with Amanda, the daughter. She kept repeating to me, over a parking spot, nobody deserves to lose their life.
Look, only take the hands off the hip for the emphasis. Over a parking spot, I mind you, they tell you. Over a parking spot, Elliot. Never mind the fact that he chased her around some cars. Never mind. Hold up. We might as well go ahead and get to it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? A nice little big enough uninterrupted version. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. And you be the judge. Women shows. Woo, wham, wham. Look, is that the chase around the car? How they end up? Hold on, that's in a whole other spot. How they end up over there? Cuz chased her all the way over there.
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the minutes prior in this Walmart parking lot at 7900 West McNabb Road. Take a look at this dash cam video. That's the woman with the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right. A witness tells 7 News that moments before this, she'd gotten into an argument over that space with the man we see in that cell phone video.
So basically, he was getting aggressive like they always do. And he was about to approach and engage because it's not like they above beating on your window and busting your glass and all of that with the little rage and all of that. It's not above that, right? So basically, he was on his way over there to set it back off. She got out with the blickster and said, hey, yo. Calm down, B. Just like Carmelo had told them with the calm down, fam. You keep stepping and see what happened. And he kept stepping, unfortunately. It looks like that's what happened.
In fact, the witness says the man parked his white SUV like this, blocking the space, but minutes later he moved. She then pulls into the space, and according to the witness, she spoke briefly to the people in that white Honda, who the witness says told her the man was still in the parking lot. Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart Diguglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, told her the man was still in the parking lot. Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart Diguglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, and for at least 30 seconds, they exchange words. At one point,
she turned around.
Look, she turned around. Do I got space to retreat? I need to get out of here. I'm trying to get up out of here. Let me alone now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone now.
Exchange words. At one point, he follows her as she walks around another car, still pointing the gun.
Come on now. At what point do you say cuz got a wish? At what point do you say cuz was itching for a scratch? At what point? At what point? Y'all talking about she branded, she had a gun, she put out when she put, what you don't see is out of the frame. He parked his car and walked up aggressively, just like he did in this frame, walked up like Tony Tough Nuts. Tony Terrible Testicle. Walked up like who wanted, when and why. She had the blickster. She had the blickety. She told him to get back. She moved how many meters? That's about 10, 15 meters. She done went around the whole circumference of a whole vehicle. Stop, quit. Don't pursue. No, screw that. I'm going to tell you what I want to tell you, you little pickaninny, you little nigglet. That was my spot, you little nigglet. And
He appears to walk away, but immediately comes back.
He thought he walked away and said, you know what, I'm not freaking done with you. And listen, let me tell you another thing. And that other thing got him that other thou. The thing and the thou. He had another thing and it got him a thou. Ooh. Hold on. Let's see.
And she fires. All this time, it appears she's still on the phone. He remains conscious on the ground as one car stops, but then keeps going.
His own people did not stop him. This is my thing. Why didn't nobody run? Where's all? It's always good Samaritans around when black people do something. I'm talking about people run out the woodworks like Spider-Man. It be the whole Avengers when black people do something. It be the National Guard and all citizens turn into what you call that? Ninja Warrior. Or what's that? Was a gladiator. Remember that gladiator? All citizens just turn mega stupid. Soon as it's something black people do, you can find people running up, they helping. Why didn't nobody go stop dude and was like, hey man, calm down. That's a fee. Hey dude, that's a female. Give him the ice cube. Hey man, that's a female. Hey Debo, that's a female. Nobody wanted to protect the black woman. Nobody didn't want to protect him. I get it though. You don't want to run up on them Army veteran dudes like that. You don't want to run. You don't want to run up on them Army. Okay. So I'm just making that up. Okay. Listen. Listen. You know what I do, right? You know I scour the internet, right? Is this the veterans y'all talking about?
I was waiting on a parking spot. Don't matter. You were waiting my goddamn car.
And so what? I was waiting for the parking spot.
I was waiting. And behind my car?
You never
Fuck out the way.
You never did.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
No, I don't have to do anything. This is America.
You are fucking...
Stop.
I will.
Exact same situation. What is that? A soldier dude trying to nut up on some black women? He tearing his shirt all off. He Hulk Hogan and all of that. What?
Hey, wait in my parking spot. Don't matter. You're in the way of my goddamn car.
And so what? I was waiting for the parking spot.
How we waited? And behind my car?
You never
Fuck that
did.
way.
You never did.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
No, I don't have to do anything. This is America. You
Oh,
first.
oh, damn. You want fucking...
Take that shit off. Stop.
What's wrong with it? I will. I don't give a fuck about the fucking over or anything about it.
I promise. This will wait for the parking spot.
Quit touching me. Get
Don't do her like that. Don't do her like that. Don't do her like
on
that.
his own people.
Oh my God. And you have the nerve to serve our country.
Fuck your
What the
country.
fuck we
Fuck
got to
America.
do?
What?
What the fuck we got to deal with? Your child is right there.
Why you calling me? You
Your
don't have to call me.
child. Do something. Do something.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what's up, Rich. For real. I mean, not even so much. Look. I'm not telling you to go run between them. I mean, as a man, just pull the dude to the side. Like, hey, fam, calm down, fam. That's nobody in society wants to go check the white guy, but he's allowed to approach the black woman with the blicky in his hand. He's a dummy. In my opinion, he's a dummy. That was the Darwin Awards. That was natural selection. Because I don't know nobody in history that ran up on somebody with the blicky, unless you in a fake Steven Seagal flick. Only person I think that could probably take a gun from somebody like that is Michael Jai White. Cuz it's fast. He could probably get the strap from you. But if you ain't Michael Jai White, man, I ain't trying to hear that. I agree. Engaging with blacks is not smart. It ain't smart. I'm glad you know that. I'm glad this is the lesson that's teaching you. What's your big buff black guy? Oh, what a name. But y'all be so obsessed. I'm glad you getting the lesson out of this, though. Running up on black people is not the smartest thing to do. You're certainly right about that, bud. Now, you actually said something intelligent today. Y'all, look at this dude's profile. This dude got the big white eyes with the big red lips, like, and they allowed it. It's whatever, man. Shine your shine, man. How that black people living rent-free status is in your forehead. Huh? And you know we messing up the carpet, throwing blunts and all of that, all in the sink and all of that, living rent-free. And you can't kick us out. Anyway, you little buster. Your boy got picked up. He got shown the door. That's his fault. I don't think any of it. This is a self-explanatory one. But I'm curious to see is the same people, because now you got the same. Now you got some of the same people who was saying, like the force with the force thing. So it's a weird crowd out here right now. So it's a very weird crowd. This one I thought was pretty interesting too. Listen to this.
Would have left that black woman alone, he'd still be alive. And people are going to be like, oh, he has a family. What about his family? He didn't care about his family. He didn't care about his life.
Yep.
Because if he did, he wouldn't have walked up on somebody with the weapon pointed at him.
I agree.
He wouldn't have died a very avoidable death over a parking spot. Are you
very avoidable? It sounds familiar too, like somebody just chilling under a tent at a track meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, deaths could be avoidable. Like, you could not run up on people. You know what I'm saying? You could mind your business. You hear that, big buff black guy? Huh? You could mind your business. And you won't F around and find out, bucko. You hear him? I think that's the running thing that we keep seeing here that y'all are so reluctant to understand is that you do have the option of minding your business. Do you know what that's like in life? Have you ever done that? Or do you just feel like you got to insert yourself in everything? Chats, comments, everything. You just got to insert yourself, huh? God, the entitlement of you people.
You serious? It's Walmart. There's an insane amount of parking spots. Just park a little bit further. You will be all right. And with him being an Army vet, he should have known that if somebody is going to pull out a weapon, they most likely going to use that.
If they pull out a weapon, what kind of Army vet was he? Oh, I'm trained for combat. You got a whole weapon. I don't care about your weapon. You gonna listen to me, woman. Pow. Oh. I guess she didn't hear you. Unfortunately. Damn.
Shit. So I don't know what his thought process was. And that's the thing with white people like this. Extremely entitled, think that they can just wild out and do anything to everybody and nothing's gonna happen.
That's what I be saying. Man, brother, you's not alone out here with these thoughts out here. People's thinking the same thing that you thinking. Everybody's thinking it. Tell me more.
Even when they got a loaded weapon in their face, still think that nothing's gonna happen.
Still just somehow that lady was scared enough for him to get the drop on her and he was gonna do a maneuver. And maybe this is what he was thinking in his head, y'all. He's like, she's scared. She's not gonna pull that in broad daylight. I'm a white guy. Watch me unarm her with the technique I learned in Boy Scouts. And then he did that little move and woke up in heaven like, damn. Damn. Like it just didn't work. He said, you have to keep in mind it's not a get out of jail free card to say you were afraid, because yes, it is. No, y'all set that rule up already. Yeah, shit, it just worked for child. It just worked for child, fam. No. Didn't it work for Kyle Rittenhouse? He was the one with the AK. And he feared for his life. He had to get him gone. No, we ain't changing the rules. We gonna keep it consistent, my guy. Oh no. That's self-defense right there. That's stand your ground self-defense. If I ain't never seen self-defense. Now you got a problem with that? And I wonder why you got a problem with that. You say Kyle is a hero. That's he. If it was good for Kyle, it's good for her. Was it good for Kyle? Yeah, and she shot a raging, potentially schizophrenic, PTSD-stricken Army vet that was losing his crap. And who knows if he was going to flash back to back in them trenches and go berserk. She wasn't trying to figure that out. She gave him the beeswax. That was the behavior that he was exhibiting, Mr. Big Buff. He was exhibiting the behavior of a ravaging, raging, PTSD-stricken, shell-shocked veteran that didn't understand ration and reason enough to know that he was behind enemy lines, staring down the barrel and still wouldn't retreat. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You talking to somebody who do this, cuz. I do this. Make it make sense to me. Oh, you can't, because it's just no black women, no black person should be defending themselves against a white brutality. That's what it is. Y'all freedom is to be able to inflict terrorism and barbarism against black people unaccosted. And if y'all decide to go ahead and take us out, you take us out. If you spare our lives with major injuries, so be it. You just want the freedom to be able to do what you want to do. Just say that. You wish? I can appreciate that. But guess what? You missed that train, fam. Yeah, you should have had to grow up like a long time ago for that. Cause now you getting the blam to them fall. Listen to the shots of my nigga doggy dog. Blam to them fall. Blam to them fall on the Walmart floor. Blam. Now you get the blam, fam. Or the slice, or the ox. You get the ox 2B, even though I think Carmelo didn't stab him. But if y'all think he did, you can get that too. You can get that too. Little slicey slice. If that's what you think, you can get that too. You can get the blam bleeder. See, he's playing with y'all. Boy, y'all don't like that. Y'all like that now, boy. Yeah, boy. You know, the media can't even stop the stories from happening now because it's just happening. And now you just got to know about it. Somebody didn't mess with black people today, and they didn't transition. They didn't went on. They in the upper room right now. Your boy's in the upper room right now, wishing he had just went in there and got them little fishing baits and them little hooks and that little tackle. I know he would. He wishing right now he just would have went and got that little tackle and all of that. It's just he could have been trying to work out that relationship with his daughter, you know what I'm saying, and get into with his grandkids and all, since he was estranged and he just moved to the city 3 years ago, but that don't mean that they've been in constant contact for 3 years, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? He could have worked that out with his shorties and all of that. But nah, he chose to nuck if you buck over a parking spot and got something hot. I covered the Rittenhouse trial, fool. What are you talking about? I made an intro of the Kyle Rittenhouse. What are you talking about? You talking to the Keep It P podcast, fam. We covered Kyle Rittenhouse. I ran the whole trial live broadcasted the trial live. What are you talking about? Talk to somebody else. Talk to them other dudes on YouTube. You ain't talking to me. You ain't talking to me. I'm Jay Lava with the Keep It P podcast, fam. We covered that. For the last 5 years, it's over 5,000 uploads on the channel, fam, for over the last 5 years, fam. What you talking about? Where you been? The algorithm just swinging your way. I've been through here. The algorithm just swinging your way, fam. Somebody pay attention to me. Nah, I talk to y'all about what I want, when I want, how I want, but I let y'all stay around because y'all is the best teaching tools that I have. Matter of fact, speaking of teaching tools, you thought I forgot. Hold on, let me go back to, because somebody said fatigue. Somebody said the all races are fatigued of black people. The fatigue. Did you say that, fam? I'm so sick of y'all saying fatigue. You know why I'm sick of y'all saying fatigue? Because y'all didn't even make fatigue. Fatigue ain't even y'all thing, fam. Y'all stole it, fam. And it's just it constitutes just another reason why y'all so original and so dweebish. You're like the dweebness is real. Super dweebs. Super duper dweebs. Oh my gosh. All right. So let me get this. Hold on. Let me get this joint for you. Because I told y'all I'm reaching. He just yelling words. I'm just yelling words. Another watermelon felon. Boy, y'all gonna wear that. Boy, y'all gonna wear that out before the end of summer. That's the only ones y'all got, boy. Watermelon. This is what y'all got right now. Just think about it though. Y'all got 1350. What you got? Low IQ. You got chimping out. And you got watermelon felon. That's y'all 4 go-tos. Other than the N-word. And you know that don't even hit like that. So, but y'all got that's y'all 4 go-tos. And I'm telling you, y'all gonna be done by the end of summer. It didn't even hit when the stupid Metcalf dude said it. And if y'all really know where the story came from, Watermelon Felon was an anime cartoon of a person of a thing that was framed and sent to jail unjustly. Y'all don't even know where the stuff y'all be talking about come from. If you would have been watching the Keep It P podcast, you would have known because I covered that, a few lives ago. But the Watermelon Felon, yeah, that one's. I bet you won't put Watermelon Felon nor Chimping Out on a t-shirt and rock it nowhere. And if you do, it's gonna be to an all-white festival. Cause y'all be you little keyboard warriors, y'all ain't finna do nothing. Y'all ain't finna do nothing. I don't see if y'all so tough, why don't y'all know where black people be? Go on right to that side of town and get it going down. Y'all be over here doing all that bluff. All that bluff McGruff. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Won't kill nothing, won't let nothing die. All y'all good for is hunting forest animals. That's it. Y'all giving the blam blam to Bambi, and that's it. Bambi, as far as y'all going, is to get buck. That's it. You ain't doing nothing past Bambi. So stop it. Go ahead, cook it out though, bro.
That is insanity. And as to be expected in a situation like this where a black woman is taking the life of a white man,
right?
The gun toters, you know what I'm saying? The Second Amendment lovers, George Zimmerman defenders are up in arms talking about, oh, put her in prison. She deserves to go to prison.
Right.
It's Florida, baby. It's a stand your ground state. The fuck you talking about? Like, do you expect her to wait until she gets kicked, punched, and like headbutted until she defends herself? You know what I'm saying? And like, if you look at the video, she's saying, hey, leave me alone. Go away. With the stick out. And he's still approaching. He didn't care about his life. He didn't give a fuck about his life, bro. I have no sympathy for this dude because if he just would have left that black woman alone, he'd still be alive. And people are going to be like, oh, he has a family. What about his family? He didn't care about his family. He didn't care about his life.
I had to let that play again because it was so true. Man, I'm telling you, I listen, from not only from the bros, but the sisters. I'm talking about I don't know how old this woman is, but she sure looks great for her age though. But she broke it down and it says God's best girl on TikTok. Y'all go check her out. But she in North Lauderdale, where it happened at, and she kind of wanted to kind of bust down like what happened around there.
A black female out of Florida was at a Walmart store yesterday, and along with obviously several people, and a white gentleman felt the need to address her. Whatever, they get into a heated argument. You don't listen, you can't hear the audio what's being said, but however you can tell by the body language that it was something serious. Anyways, so as he's trying to approach her, he's following her around her car. The woman then gets into her car and grabs her pew-pew. Assumingly, just by the engagement, it seems like she's telling him, don't come closer, or I'm going to whatever. Anyway, she doesn't. He tries to come closer. She pew-pews him. He falls on the ground and he passes away. Florida is a stand your ground state.
Right.
And you could use deadly force. There is no retreat. There is no, you have to walk away. If you feel threatened, you can use deadly force. And that's what happened in this case. She was not arrested. She has not been charged. However.
And that's my thing though. Why is it always the rules got to change when it come to us? And not only that, y'all always feel like we ain't supposed to say nothing about it. Like we just supposed to accept the injustice. Well, you get know that how the way it is. Nah, skip that. I don't care if that's the way it is. No, it's not the way it is. She ain't in jail right now. And if she is in jail right now, that's devilish and dirty because she shouldn't be. And that proves that the shit is not fair, dog. It's not fair. It's not fair. That's just not how, because it don't go like that no other time for nobody else. If we're gonna keep it fair, let's keep it fair up and down. If Carl Rittenhouse was self-defense, she is too, even more so, without going across state lines with an unregistered gun underage as a minor, which we now is cool. Since he did it in his school, that's cool now. That's cool. So if you go across state lines with a AK, you know what I'm saying, and you got to get into some dirt, they can't look at the fact that it's unregistered and they can't do that because they ain't look at that with him. We gonna keep this all the same. Straight up. Well, Austin right now having patty cake, chilling, singing that I wish I. This is for my homies in the gangster lane. That boy in the gangster lane right now because he want to nut up over a parking spot, and it's terrible. Listen, man, y'all interpret our nonchalantness or our lack of F's given. We don't got F's for everything. Everything is not to give an F about. I don't got F's for everything. And it's sad that y'all want to make it seem like we should have F's for anything. We ain't got to have F's for nothing. I don't. Do I feel sorry for cuz? Whatever. It's all about the principles, and we stand on that. Keep your hands to yourself, mind your business. Don't go running up on nobody because you don't know if they, and that's what I'm saying. Look, I'm about to say the quintessential, you don't know what they got. He even knew what she had. So that's we having a whole different conversation here, y'all. We having a whole different conversation. If y'all defending a guy who wanted to get his Darwin Award of the year
for natural selection, I don't know what to tell you. Because it seemed like it was something he wanted to do. Because guess what I ain't finna do? I'm not finna run up on nobody with the blicky and I ain't got no blicky. Just not doing it. Matter of fact, if at all possible, I'm trying to verbally negotiate not getting the blicky used on me. However, we got to run this so the blicky don't get used. I'm trying to do that. Because usually when you get to the point of the blicky coming out, it's beyond that. It's usually the blick come out and you definitely popped. He has some grace. He wasn't dealing with the right one. He was dealing with a civilian. Because everybody on the street know, if you pull it, you better blow it. So we might even be talking about, and see, that's where, and see, y'all thought I was on something when I was saying PTSD and all those other ailments could have contributed possibly, to his unfortunate timely passing. Because who in their right, just what I'm saying, because who in their right mind is gonna run up on somebody with the black? Proportional my ass. Snows, is you finna run up somebody? Are you, yes or no? Are you running up on somebody with the blicky? Are you doing that? Because I don't like to talk about the semantics of an issue. I like to pull it back and let's go to the crux. And the crux say, once she parked in the spot, it was over. You win some, you lose some. You shop to park another day. I didn't got. I didn't gave up. Go ahead, you got it, fam. You rushing. Go ahead, you must got somewhere to be. I don't know about y'all, but I don't really make things a really big deal. You know what I'm saying? You got it, fam. Go ahead. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not really that big of a deal. I'm not tussling with you over no parking spot. I'm not even raising my voice with you. I'm not even throwing up the middle finger or honking my horn hard over nothing. Now, maybe if you at the light too long, or y'all in the middle of this, you got two cars in the middle of the street blocking both lanes. If I can go around you, I'm not saying nothing. I don't even got a conversation with you. If I can turn the wheel and go around you, I ain't got nothing to say. There's very few traffic situations in which I'm not a road rager. People be trying to scooch in and you cut me up. How did you? Go ahead, dog. Go ahead. Now, I'm not saying I'm a pushover, because I'm a very aggressive driver too. I'm a bogart my way too. But just as much as I bogart, like I'll cut in the line and somebody will try to cut in the line ahead of me and I'll let them. Like, why would I not let you cut in the line and I just cut in the line too? Like, we both cutting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit different than that. But I'm just not going to go haywire loco, you know what I'm saying, over no parking spot. But here we go. We got another.
Out for this one. Out of Florida, a black woman unalived a 62-year-old white man who just so happened to be a U.S. veteran. They got to arguing over a parking spot. Now, y'all know how that road rage get now. People go crazy about them parking spots. But peep this, right? The dude walks up to her car. She hops out with the gun. She tells him several times, get away from me, get away from me. He's still walking up to her. She done literally walked behind other cars. He's still following her. And eventually, pow, popped his ass, shot him one time. He on the ground, clutching his stomach. He gets to the hospital where he loses his life. Now, in the Carmelo Anthony case, y'all kept claiming black folks can't claim self-defense if they kill a white person. Well, she did. She's literally out walking free right now. She hasn't been charged with anything, and she's claiming self-defense. And if you look at the footage, it's clear as day. It's self-defense. Florida is a stand your ground state. She does not have to retreat. Her life was threatened based on what I saw in that video. But I'm just trying to tell y'all all the race hustling that's going on when they say black people can't defend themselves and all this nonsense. This is a prime example of a black woman who defended herself, and I guarantee you she don't have to serve no time for that. Hey, we got.
I like that. Speak it into existence. That's the way it should be in a just society. But we all know that we dealing with them folks. We dealing with them folks. We already know them. We just seen what they had, the hurdles we got to go through with the mellow, because we dealing with them folks. Because them folks don't know how to be just. Them folks don't know how to be fair. But not only the bros, the sisters too. The sisters too got something to say.
That just happened in Walmart parking lot on Tuesday at like 12:30 in the afternoon, broad daylight. I told y'all, I made a video a couple months ago and told y'all, I don't know why y'all people think that y'all about to bully us, but it's 2026. Cut it out.
Cut it out.
That white man walked up on that black lady in the parking lot, trying to bully her, argue with her about a parking spot. This lady got her gun pointing at him, backing up and telling him to back up out her face. This man decides that he want to keep walking up on her. So confused what he thought was going to happen. And what got me was he go to news. His daughter gonna get on the time. He was such a good man. The news. Amanda has been estranged from her father for many years. That's right. Self-defense. And in Florida, we got stand your ground law. So I'm telling y'all, think before you fucking act. It's not worth it. And that's my TED Talk for today.
Yeah, I feel you, sis. I feel you. Now, this next guy I'm gonna play. It's something weird about the way he's saying what he's saying. It's not like he's. It's something off. I got like two people I'm gonna play that had something to say that was saying some of the right stuff, but it seemed like they were saying it in a old gender war-y kind of way, like. And he sound like he pandering to women on this one, but check him out.
No, y'all gonna learn not to put your hands on these women out here because women buy tools now too, huh? Y'all gonna learn one way or another not to put your hands on these women out here because women buy tools now too. Because mommy had the mouse tool on her and blew his ass back, right? Now his family gotta be out here selling fish plates and putting his ass on a t-shirt. Y'all need to stop it out here. She made the reservation and booked his ass a one-way ticket. And I'm not saying it's funny that somebody lost their life over a parking spot. But y'all not going to keep getting out here, putting your hands on these women, intimidating them, trying to overpower them, and thinking that ain't nothing going to happen to you. Y'all think because they are women and they dainty and they small that you got the upper hand. Understand, they will blow your muffin cap smooth back. Understand, women are tired. And black women damn sure are tired. So one way or another, y'all gonna learn how to act right in these streets. It is nobody's job to retreat when they feel unsafe. They have the right to stand their ground until they are safe. And understand, they didn't stop making straps when they made yours because women got their own tool set now. All you men.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they do. They got them blickadaires. They got them blickadonnies. Mess around and get rolled on. But see, he was doing a lot of, and I get him. I mean, it was a woman that was in danger. But I think her, it seemed like she was kind of saying a different thing, but kind of saying the same thing, but saying a different thing at the same time. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
So in Florida, a black woman is in a Walmart parking lot. Mind you, there's cameras everywhere. She is on the phone. She has a weapon, and a man is following her around a parking lot. She is telling him to back up, to leave her alone, to stay away from her. He is still following her throughout the parking lot. She shoots, she hits him, he is no longer alive. Clear-cut self-defense to me. And I do believe Florida has the stand your ground laws. This is to any male. I don't care what color you are. You do not follow a woman you don't follow a woman, period. I don't care where you at. If a woman says, stay away from me, get away from me, you get away from her. Period, point blank, big dot. But men like this will continue to go after. Continue to go after a woman simply because she is a woman. And he feels that he is bigger and stronger than her, so I can intimidate her and make her comply with whatever I want her to comply with. And he found out the very hard way that is something that you do not do. And you don't think, because you don't know what somebody has on them. And she happened.
But that's see how we all so quick to say you don't know what somebody got on you. But he did know. He was staring down the barrel of the thing practically. So that's what I'm saying, man. We might even be having a different conversation, man. You know, his racism shrouded all of that. He was itching for a scratch so bad. He forgot these fundamental things that everybody says, or maybe that's just our culture. Because you see how she was about to say, you don't know what somebody got. That's what I said. You don't know. Then I had to correct myself. He knows what she had and pretty much begged her to give it to him.
To have a protection. She had a DD on her and put him down. It's self-defense to me. That's how I feel and think. Right now, she is not in jail, and she shouldn't be, because that was self-defense. When somebody is telling you to walk away from them, to get away from them, that is what you do.
That sounds so familiar. Metcalf boys. The Metcalfs. Oh, okay. There's something in my throat. Metcalfs. The Metcalfs. Had to get that out of my throat.
You do not continue to approach them and think you get to intimidate them. They're going to comply with whatever it is you want them to comply with. They're going to talk to you. They don't allow you to touch them, or whatever the case. Absolutely not. It is what it is, and that's to every man.
See, I understand her message and all, and I know that it was a woman-man dynamic, but some just didn't sit right with me the way she was saying it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be trying to start none of that. But I just thought it was I just gotta call it out when I say it's weird. When I see a little something that's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? But not only the females, the brus is on that too.
Fuck around and find out we have somebody losing their life over a parking seat. And if you look up above me, they are trying to paint him as a victim. As they say, Army veteran was being fatally shot in fight over Walmart parking spot. Why did you need to bring up that he was an Army veteran?
I've been saying that from the beginning. I told y'all it ain't. Now this is 3 other people that's pointing out this propaganda storytelling that the media is doing, trying to already condemn this black woman for condemning herself. Now, I think it can be said now that the media definitely has a hand in pushing this narrative that black people aren't supposed to protect themselves. The cat's out the bag.
Mm-hmm. And the reason they are doing this is because this was a black woman standing her ground, and this occurred in the state of Florida, which is a stand your ground state. So in order to try and paint her as a villain or paint her as the bad person, they want to put this person in a positive light, saying he's an Army veteran.
And that he just got out with his estranged daughter. the one that they don't mention, he left as a single, left her mom a single mother to grow up out here in these streets, not at home, where another single family home, absentee father. You understand?
But you can look up the footage yourself. I'm not going to show it because TikTok is so sensitive these days and will strike your video down for anything. But it goes to show in that video, he is chasing her around when she is telling him repeatedly to stop. And then she gets to a point where she's like, all right, he's not listening. He's not going to do what he needs to do. And she takes the actions into her own hand, which is self-defense. So anybody trying to justify it as not self-defense or say, oh, she's in the wrong or she was antagonizing or do any of that. If somebody is chasing you around and you're chasing someone that has a gun in the state of Florida, you should know what can potentially occur. And this is what happened to this Army veteran named Bart. And now people are trying to paint him as the victim when he was the villain. Because had he had just mind his business and not worried about that parking spot, he would still be here. And then he wanted to antagonize somebody that had a gun in a stand your ground state. This is what happened. So yeah. And
I think it's just clear cut and dry that way. I mean, you know, it's just clear cut and dry. You know, hold up. Y'all think you think I'm tripping with this propagandist view? Everybody, it's not just me. It's not just him. It's not just her.
So the New York,
a lot of people. This is 4 people right now pointing out the same thing.
So the New York Post is tracked. They decided to put that this white man, this violent aggressor, was an Army veteran to turn the tides against this black woman that defended herself, stood her ground in the state of Florida as she was being accosted by this violent white man over a parking spot. So basically, if you haven't seen the video, I posted it in an earlier video where this woman basically was walking away. She was trying to put distance between herself and this violent white man who was trying to, I guess, beat her up over a parking spot. She let him know she had a gun. She was on the phone with the police. She kept trying to put distance between herself and him, and he kept accosting her. So she fired one time. And this was in the state of Florida with these stand your ground laws. You know, the ones that white people love to use against black people that they shoot in the state of Florida.
See, man, we be trying not to make it racial, man, but how can you not make it racial when y'all do the same things when people, the races is involved? It's one way when they black and it's one way when they white. That's racial. Hello, McFlizzle. Hello. That's racial, bro. Just so you know. Jeez Louise. Here we go.
And there's no obligation to flee. And she let him know on multiple occasions that she had a gun and she was on the phone with the police, and he still tried to accost her. And she shot him one time and that killed him. I just hate the way that the New York Post always does this shit where they love to pretend that white people are the victims when this man literally was the aggressor. And surprisingly, people in the comment section where this picture was posted where they said, woman fatally shoots Army veteran, weren't having this. They all said the exact same thing that I said. He was the aggressor and it's the state of Florida, stand your ground. All he had to do was just walk away. This was a parking spot. He could have walked. He could have moved down further and that could have been it. But he wanted to beat her up over a fucking parking spot and got shot. And he's no longer here. Over a parking spot. So the New York Post is trash.
Listen, it is the same thing over and over and over. It's not just the community is speaking. This is what you call, this is what being woke looks like. Everybody's able to see it. We know the ones that ain't woke ain't gonna be able to see it. And no, you ain't taking the word woke from me. I don't care how much you bastardize it. It still means what it means.
This type of framing is intentional. It seeks to paint the aggressor as the victim and the victim as the aggressor in an attempt to put political pressure on the Broward County State Attorney's Office to charge this black woman for defending herself. If you just looked at this headline, you would have no idea that there is a video showing this man, a 62-year-old Army veteran, okay, charging after this woman and this woman retreating. You would see her, gun in hand, still retreating, trying to get him to stop chasing after her. She goes around multiple different vehicles to try to get away. And keep in mind, in the state of Florida, a stand your ground state, you have no duty to retreat from an imminent threat. And if you're charging at someone aggressively over a parking space, who knows what you're going to do? I don't understand what we're saying here. And then, okay, some news outlets did have his daughter. And of course, any loss of life is sad. It is horrible. And the daughter was crying and the daughter was upset. And then they go on to say that the daughter was estranged from the father for quite some time, but they did not give a reason for the estrangement. Understand, when the New York Post reports stuff like this, they are trying to rile up a base of people to.
Did y'all hear what I said by say dog whistle? Come on, man. We got it's a shout out to the sister, man. Black Bet Bay on TikTok. Go subscribe. Tell them again one more time.
Upset, and then they go on to say that the daughter was estranged from the father for quite some time, but they did not give a reason for the estrangement. Understand, when the New York Post reports stuff like this, they are trying to rile up a base of people to put political pressure on the state attorney's office to charge this woman for a crime that is not a crime. It is not a crime to defend yourself from a threat. And yes, again, any loss of life is very sad, but you have the ability, you have the right to defend yourself if somebody is charging after you.
Come on, man. We ain't having it no more. I'm so proud of my peoples. I'm talking about the flags is up. Everybody sounding off. Hey, shout out to Twan. I see you over there giving them the bees wax, fam. And I appreciate you, fam. We need riders like you, sir. Where you tapping in from, just so I know? No, you ain't supposed to give up your spot for an Army vet, though. Nah, they should have a handicap sticker and should be in the front and shouldn't even be bothering her. He definitely needed a handicap sticker because he was definitely handicapped running up on her with the blicky out. That's what you call handicap. Oh, I'd say that's handicap. Cuz he ran up on somebody with the blicky. That's super handicap, fam. Stop playing. Go ahead, bust down that self-defense, bruh.
Really about what's right legally, or is it about racism? Because did you guys see the incident in Florida at the Walmart where the guy and the woman get into it over the parking spot? Then she pulls a gun out and he continues to take steps towards her while she is armed and telling him not to come anywhere near her, and he continuously takes steps towards her as a grown man arguing over a parking spot in Walmart while there are multiple parking spots open next to them. You're so dedicated in arguing with this woman that you're forgetting you're a man. You're a grown-ass man.
Right.
But walk away. And then when she up ratchet, call the police. You know she ain't supposed to. Oh, call the police. Tell me you point the gun at me, you threaten me.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah. Y'all so good at that. What happened to call the police? Thanks, bro. Forgot all about that one. Ain't that y'all super tool? I'm calling the cops. The cops are on their way, buddy. Ain't that y'all favorite? I'm calling the cops on you. Ain't that y'all favorite? Cops is out the window, huh? Ran up Tony Tough Nuts. Got deflated. Tony Tough Nuts got made into peanut butter. He's done for. Y'all didn't even notice that I put the wings on his picture in the thumbnail. I'm petty like that. I'm real petty. Hold on real quick.
You will go to jail. He took it on some Tommy Tough Knuckles Super Billy Badass shit to take steps.
Tommy Tough Knuckles. Not Timmy Tough Nuts, but Tommy Tough Knuckles.
Billy Badass.
Super Billy Badass shit to take steps towards her, and I feel like some Tommy Tough Knuckles jail.
I ain't never heard Tommy Tough Knuckles. I like this guy. I like this guy. I like him. He said Tommy Tough Knuckles. Tough Knuckles. I gotta use that.
He took it on some Tommy Tough Knuckles Super Billy Badass shit to take steps towards her, and I feel like she acted in self-defense. 1000%. That's a woman. And this is how you find out if
1000%. 1000%. And people keep being like, oh, it was a veteran. Oh, it was a veteran. It was a veteran. Okay, well, sis said, damn that.
Makes it even more logical for that lady to be scared of him. This man died because he was trying to harass somebody in a parking lot. Pointing out the fact that this man is a veteran makes it even more logical for that lady to be scared of him. This man died because he was trying to harass somebody in a parking lot over a parking spot. Over a parking spot. I'm seeing stuff saying, well, he didn't have a weapon. First of all, how do y'all know that if the police didn't tell you? How do you know that? But also, his body is the weapon. Depending on how long he was in service or whatever, his body is the weapon. His hands are the weapon. So she should have been scared. And then what kind of person would keep going after somebody who is pointing a gun at them? Obviously, him just coming at her shows you that he would have done something to her, because anybody else would have gone in the other direction when somebody told them to step away. Following this lady as she's pointing at him, backing away, telling him to back away from her. And the news is saying, well, he was a veteran and he lost his life. That shows that she should have been scared of him. Because you don't know if he had a weapon, but his body is the weapon. And she should have been scared. Anybody who will come at somebody over a parking spot, you should be scared of them. Because that is not normal behavior. And they could harm you. Pointing out the fact that this man is a veteran makes it even more logical for that lady to be scared of him. This man.
I like that point. I like where she went. I like where she went to that. You know what I'm saying? I like where she went with that. Definition, standing your ground. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stand your ground, man. What happened to that? I guess it just don't apply for black people. Bro got something to say about it though.
It's your boy Trag up here. You hoes. Stop walking up on people. Now I think Florida, isn't that that's a stand your ground state. Now let's see where they acquit this sister. I think she shot him in the stomach. He could have just simply went home. He wanted to keep pursuing her, walking up on her. Self-defense. Now, folks have mixed feelings about this. But again, you don't know who you're dealing with out here. And it's over parking space. You think I'm about to die over a parking space in 100-degree weather? Better yet alone any weather. Now, he dead and gone.
Dead and gone.
Do y'all really care? Let's talk about it. Yeah. Over a parking spot. Don't you know how many people we've seen get beat up or stabbed or shot, car messed up over a parking spot? Trying to get a little bit closer to Walmart. We don't own parking spots, people. We don't. But unfortunately, this man got his ass popped. And that sister stood her ground. I would have feared for my life too. You walking up on nobody, man. You can't even take the groceries home. Can't see your family or nothing. You out of here, buddy. All I'm saying is, it's your boy Trag up here.
Yeah, Unc got something to say. even people I don't agree with. This dude always trying to. This dude right here, he always pandering to the females. And this, that, and the other. And I don't agree with a lot of the things that he say. But he right on this one, though. I got to give it to him. He right on this one.
On business. See, listen, I don't feel... Hey, look, that woman that pew-pewed that man in that Walmart parking lot, she stood 10 toes down on business. See, listen, I don't feel sorry for that man. because that woman was walking away. When women start walking away and they say leave them alone, and you get pew, that's what you get. So I don't feel sorry for that man, bro. Hey man, let me tell y'all something, bro. The day that women become more violent, that's going to be a benefit to society. Okay? The day when women just start click booming first, that's going to be a benefit to society, because men will stop playing with these women. You'll stop playing with your life. Okay? These women not going to be no pushovers. They go keep that thing of the thing on. So no, I don't feel sorry for this man. The woman was trying to walk away. She's saying things like, hey, she obviously got two. Leave her alone. Stop messing with women. Stop messing with women. And women, like I said, the day you become more violent, the day men will stop playing with you. Point blank, period. Hey, look, that woman that pew-pewed that man. And
I agree with him. There's nothing else I could really say about that. It's a lot of facts right there. But you know, I ain't really want to hold you like that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure y'all come through and let y'all know that the people speaking out on this, and if there's more developments in this, that, and the third, y'all can automatically guarantee that I'm gonna be the one to give it a cover, and I'm gonna smother it like Smothered Brothers. And I just need y'all. I need y'all to do one thing for me before we get up out of here. I need you to go to sayitwithyourchest.com. That's right. So that you can get them classics like We Coming to Washington to Get Our Check. So you can get them classics like Cut the Check for Foundational Black Americans. So you can get them classics like I Boycotted Today. Or if you real bold, you say screw them people. You dig? Or you can be a little snarky with it. And you be like, you mad because I'm foundational? Right? Or you can get the standard issue loud and proud, say it with your chester, Foundational Black Americans, FBA. Just like that. And you know I got 4 words for you. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike, comment your vomit, share if you care about getting Black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on all the platforms that we are on, Jones. And just to bring it all the way home, I got love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You already know. You good.